Up, everybody? Welcome back to class. Okay, so this video is going to be just a set of instructions, kind of like parameters and guidelines for the second project that we're doing that ties into our world religion unit. Now, you had already done a retelling of a Western religious story where you had to pick kind of a key, like foundational story from Judaism, Christianity, or Islam and retell it. Now, I'm in the process of going through and listening to all those and getting grades up for it right now. And I was thinking that, like, for this quarter, the world religion unit, which is what we spent the most time on, that was what I was going to tie in the biggest classwork, like project grades to. Now, initially, I was thinking I would have you do the same thing for the Eastern religions, looking at like Hinduism, Buddhism, or any of the other like kind of Oriental philosophies that we haven't really got into quite yet. But I was thinking I was going to have you tell a story and do another recording for that. But you just did a recording, and I got a bale of them to go sit and listen through and grade, which I actually am looking forward to hearing a lot of your stories in that. But I thought, let's not get redundant and do the same thing over again. And I also know a lot of you kind of begrudgingly record for me, and that's not your favorite style of assignment. Well, in talking with my U.S. history kids, one of the things, some of the feedback I got was that I need to incorporate more like art and creative style projects. Now, admittedly, I haven't done too much of that in humanities this year either, but I'm guessing a lot of you maybe would feel the same way. I've found it hard to do art style or drawing type illustration projects while we're doing remote learning, because I just see so few of you and don't really have a chance to give you like art supplies and things like that, my colored pencil set and the paper and all that. But I decided let's mix it up a little bit, and for the Eastern religion chunk of this unit, instead, in lieu of doing a recording, we're going to do a piece of art that relates to any of the Eastern religions. Now, a piece of art and the Eastern religions, both of those are quite broad, so you can take this in a million different directions. My guess is most of you will do some sort of a drawing or create me like a poster, a collage, something like that, because usually that's what pops into my head first when I think of artwork. But you're not limited to that. If you want to do like just a creative story that ties into some of the morals, if you want to write a poem, make a song up, you got to perform it for me. But anything like that, anything that would sit or would be in the grand scope of a piece of art, that's what I'll accept for this project. I don't really have a set rubric for you yet. If you are curious how I'll be going about grading that, shoot me an email and I'll try to get one ready to go and send it out to you. But essentially, basic kind of guideline for it, I'm going to make it worth the same points value as I did of the retelling the Western story where you had to do the recording, which I believe that was 25 points. So together, those collectively will definitely be the biggest class grades for quarter four. Now for this one, really everybody should get full credit on it. I'm not looking to like ding anybody, but the main thing that you have to keep in mind in the rubric I have in my head is, does it look like they put in any effort? Did they try? I realize that a lot of you would say maybe you're not great drawers. I'm not a great drawer or illustrator, but here's the thing. It doesn't even have to be a drawing. You can take it in any number of directions that you want. But even if you do choose to do some sort of a drawing or illustration and draw me a cool picture of the Buddha and color it in, you can also always have me print something off for you, or you could do it at home if you have access to one, and I'm totally fine with you tracing it. Now, the thing is, for creating a piece of art, it does have to be your work. So you can't just print off a picture and show me some art somebody else did. But it needs to be something where you're putting in a little bit of effort and showing and displaying your own creativity, and in just any way you want to. You got to tie it into any of the Eastern religions. Some ideas for you. Definitely with like Buddhism, you can see some really cool images of Buddha where he's sitting there meditating and under the Bodhi tree, or I've seen him in a million different poses. I would also say, like with Hinduism, I mean, there's literally thousands of gods. Pick a really cool Hindu god and find an awesome image of it, and then draw me one. And a lot of those are super creative, different images I've seen before, and very, very colorful. Again, effort is the most important thing. So find something to interest you. Find something that like catches your attention, that you feel like you could spend a half hour to an hour creating a piece of art for me, and go ahead and draw that up. If you need any materials, well, come on into school. I have plenty of poster boards and large sheets of paper and regular computer paper. And I also have a bunch of art supplies. For most of you that are working remotely from home, well, hopefully you have some of your own art supplies, or can locate some. And if you can't for whatever reason, one thing I will give you the option to do is shoot me an email, and I can get like if you don't have colored pencils or crayons or markers or need something like that, or the paper to do it, I will make a little package and get it all set for you in the office. And you or your parents could just swing through, pop in and see Miss Eagle, and she'll have it ready to go with your name on it. Normally, I wouldn't sign out art supplies, but this isn't normal times, right? So please try to get my supplies back to me, but I'm definitely okay to help you complete this, to pass on any of my stuff and to share the supplies that I have. So that's pretty broad for you. Hopefully this is something that you guys can find enjoyable and have a little bit of fun with. That's kind of my intent for this, and also express your creative side, and on top of all that, get a real easy grade. If you put in some effort, and I can tell you tried, I plan to give you full credit on this one. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email or pop on in and see me. Otherwise, I'll assume you got this, and just make sure you stick to the deadlines, and I'll give a little bit of time this week throughout the lessons and videos that I'm posting where I allot some work time for you. All right, take care. Have a good day.